maybe they're looking. I'm sure. I don't know whether they're celebrating. I don't know whether it's that serious. But let's see if they want
Yeah,
to.
I'm sure they're celebrating.
Okay. So I'm gonna pop in. I don't know whether you guys are inside the Discord, but I'll give you guys an invite here. Let me just drop the link
I think
here.
the interview you can
I can do it.
lah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can do it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me then, Tristan.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime.
Okay, I'm gonna go do my
Anytime.
captain's interview.
Yeah.
Goof, you can join me if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye,
Thanks so much,
Tristan.
man.
Bye, Tristan.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Hello.
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 Are you the famed Muhammad Excel?
Yeah. Not the best performance.
Okay, wait. First and foremost, I need to know. Is that really your name?
My name, Muhammad Exo Muslim. Yeah, it's real.
That's really your name.
Yeah, it's really my name.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, that was a grueling grand finals. Now, it didn't go to the final 5 games, but still, those games feel like they lasted an eternity, right?
Thank God.
The first one, oh, definitely was. It did feel like an eternity.
Uh-huh.
But I think after that, it was tough. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for now.
Okay, Goof, it sounds like you have a question for him.
Thank God it wasn't 5 games, man. That was very long.
No, you have to forgive him. It's his first time casting, so he's sitting through one game. He's already already
Dying.
wheezing a
Yeah,
little bit.
who's Goofy? Like, he wasn't there last year, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
so essentially between last year and this year, I've done a little bit more stuff. Goofy is essentially the guy that I stream with on and off. He's 2K MMR. He's Pango
Oh.
specialist. The whole
I see.
concept is that we're trying to. It started with me trying to coach him. It's evolved into something else because coaching him isn't that fun. And yeah, so that's something we're doing. So I just figured, it's hard to get people to cast on such short notice, and we're supposed to stream together. So I just asked, hey, you wanna do this cast? And he's like, yeah, sure. But
Okay, that's fantastic. Thanks. First of all, thanks for like streaming our game and casting it. I think like I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure y'all did like a fantastic job casting.
dude, yesterday, I'm gonna be real. Yesterday we had to. I was casting with Tristan. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Oh yeah,
Believer.
I do. Yeah, I know him.
Dude, I don't know what it was. Like, no disrespect, but like that game was so fucking boring. Like, it was one of
Yeah,
those like we were waiting for you. Like, you guys were waiting to lose. They were waiting for you guys to lose. We were.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, okay. The first game was it obviously it didn't go according to plan in terms of lanes, and like they just like snowballed out of control. So it was just kind of y'all were kind of just waiting for us to lose,
Yeah.
Right. So the second one, it was kind of the same thing, but at least we were hoping for a better outcome. It was kind of the same thing, but more drawn out. So I can't really blame y'all for like
Wait, you mean like
maybe-
today or tomorrow?
No,
Today
no,
or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah,
like, the
yesterday
second
was.
game
Oh,
yesterday.
yesterday was tough, man. Holy.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was-
but today, bro, I mean, it doesn't sound like you're very happy with your performance. I mean, it's never fun to be 3-0, but you guys made them sweat for it, that's for sure. I mean, did you feel that way?
Okay, so I think in the first game, where I think we actually did have the lead for a while.
Yeah.
Like
It was quite
everything
back
went-
and forth actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it just was non-stop. Like the gold lead kept fluctuating. If you saw
Wow.
the graph for the game, it literally looks like a roller coaster. It was disgusting. You guys had non-stop like punches back and forth. It was pretty cool actually.
I think like big shout out to the Tiny in that first game because I think our team like really did a good job of like just maintaining our like lane domination, just like trying to push it through. But I think the Tiny was just there at all the right times in the right places to just kind of offset all our push attempts.
Yeah,
And,
he literally, we were talking about it in the in the cast as well. We're just like, so they're going through a rough time, but literally this Tiny's like, it's all good guys, I'm Tiny off lane, I'm building X, I de-push
and-
everything, they can't fucking do shit. It's like, it's just kind of
Yeah.
watching all of your attempts just get deflated by a bunch of trees. It was so depressing.
Yeah, so that game was quite tough. I mean, the Tiny, I would say, was like the one thing that we were all kind of scared of. Like, no disrespect to everyone else on the team, but like,
Of course.
like we were just like, okay, guys, if Tiny's not on the map, we can do whatever. Sorry, if Tiny shows on the map, we can just do whatever we want. Because he was like the only thing that, like, he was like the only obstacle between us and, you know.
Yeah, he. I mean, I feel like Fidel Castro, this player, he even in the performances yesterday, he really, you can tell that he's at his rank. You know, I mean, he's really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's that. But okay, tell me a bit about game number 2. Game number 2 felt a bit more faltery. I think you on your Ember Spirit. I think there were moments where maybe tell me a bit about the team. And did you guys play games before this or before this finals?
Okay, so okay, first before this, I just want to say that I think that my team, they all played like very well. Like I think
Agree.
the communication was great, for the most part, of course. I think that I think I just gotta own up to it. Like I think my performances this game individually was not up to par, and I'm not just putting
No.
myself down. Yeah, but I mean, like I'm just looking at it objectively, lah. Like
Sure.
even if like our lanes, you know, kind of went okay. Like I think the mid lane, especially, is a lot of pressure, and I think I just
Yeah.
let Leonidas get a bit too much out of the lane in both games 2 and 3, especially when he played his task. And yeah, we it was, I guess, mechanically, I just gotta like he was the better player at mid, I guess.
Yeah,
But
no,
we gotta
I
say
mean,
that.
I think there were definitely moments where Leonidas was like just kind of you could tell he was feeling confident, right? And that's kind of and especially in these
Yeah.
best of threes, like I think there were moments that we felt as well. You know, you were popping off, but then I think
Yeah.
there were more moments where you know it felt like the pressure got to you and you faltered compared to that. But yeah, maybe you can tell me a bit about the prep you guys had leading up to this tournament. Do you guys do any prep together? Do you guys play together constantly, or was it just kind of a grab everyone in the residential college that plays Dota? Let's just do this thing.
I'll be honest, it was a bit of both. So,
Okay.
so I mean, yeah, I did the latter, of course. Like, I just grabbed everyone that could play Dota, and but it's not as if like the people in the team were just, you know,
A bunch of randos, right?
all that we can come up with. I think like our team is pretty solid, and like not only individually but in terms of teamwork. Like, you know, we did play a few scrims before this, leading up to this, but yeah, I feel like how to say this, maybe there is room for improvement, both on the individual performances and in terms of teamwork. I mean, yeah, we did do a few scrims, but perhaps if, you know, we did a little bit more preparation, in terms of maybe like started screaming way before, or like analyzing how RVRC played, stuff like that. You know, these little things. Yeah, of course, there's room for improvement, but I mean, that aside and all the circumstances considered, I think like I still think that my team did very well. It's just that RVRC ended up being the better team in the end.
Yeah, that's a chat captain speech right there. Okay, I do want to ask though, what level of investment do you guys think you guys have in Dota? Because I think one thing we always talk about is that, you know, there's two different sides of it, right? There's people who are more casual, who don't really care for these kind of things and they just want to play Dota with their pals. But obviously, to put yourself or to subject yourself to like a full days of playing Dota where you're only talking about like how to get better as a 5-man, that kind of thing, it's a lot of dedication. Where do you think you guys are, or maybe for your whole team, where are you guys on that scale?
Obviously, I can't really speak for my entire team, so I'll just maybe start with myself. Like, I would call myself like a casual player, of course. You know, sometimes a little bit very try hard, you know.
Okay.
Because you know, when you see your rank go up, your MMR number go up, it kind of gives you that kind of
That
excitement.
little oomph, right?
Yeah, that little oomph. You know, when you see that you have reached Divine 1, which I reached like a month ago, and I went back down to
Hell
HFG,
yeah. Oh, that's
I was
chill.
like, you know, maybe I can reach Immortal, but when
Yeah.
you go back down, oh shit, it hurts, man. So
Yeah.
I'll just call myself a casual player. I wouldn't, yeah, like casual, sometimes try hard. I think my
Okay.
team is I'm not really sure. I think most of us are like also somewhat like me, like casual, but
Would you? So, what's your motivation for taking part in this tournament, actually?
I just wanted to, you know, okay, it's my last time here in NUS, so
Okay.
probably won't be participating in ICG anymore.
Oh
and also
no.
also, I did really want to get first place this time around, but I guess it did not happen.
Ah.
Don't worry, man.
Yeah.
Axel, there's like many competitions out there you can join.
Yeah.
They are not that. Okay, no. Okay, but I don't know if you have any questions, Goof, but I just want to ask if there was a local Dota competition or maybe a competition for uni students and stuff like that, would you
Oh,
join?
wow. Sure. I mean, yeah, probably will consider it. Although, you know, I do know that there's a lot of competition out there, but maybe given the right team, uh, given enough practice, I'm sure maybe that's something that can be considered.
So
Okay.
TI, right? We're gonna see you in TI, right?
TI 15.
You
Maybe
say, ah?
I'll be
Mike, you
there.
heard that, Mike?
Yeah,
say go
to
I mean
dance.
it's recorded. I don't.
I'll be
Yeah.
at the stands, waving the banners.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything you want to say to teams or maybe the people watching you? I mean, you gotta every single time I cast ICG, your fans just non-stop talking about your feet, talking about doing your
yeah, I
laundry,
mean,
talking about
of
your.
course, I can't really like count. Sorry, I can't really forget to shout out to all the fans that really show me all the love. Like it's really, really much appreciated. Even though most of you who praise me are actually people that I know, so y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to all the fans, of course. On top of that, honestly, I think RVRC needs another shout out because they basically made it really, really hard for us, especially in the drafting phase. I think the drafting phase was
Yeah,
like, the whole,
you could tell too. Like honestly, like they just kind of
it
locked you
was
up in such a bad spot.
yeah, it was a whole battle on its own. Like, cause even from yesterday, we were considering what kind of heroes we want to ban against. Yeah, should we ban against their offlaner? Should we ban against their mid laner, or maybe even their safe laner? Because when they pull out the SF offlaner, right, that's when we decided maybe don't focus too much on the offlaner. We can't ban something. We
Yeah,
can't
like
ban
this
someone.
this motherfucker. He played SF offlane and he
Yeah,
just
dude.
crushed it. I'm like, what?
Oh
Okay,
my god. Yeah, the SF offlane really caught us off guard, and wow, when that was when we decided, when someone can play SF offlane, maybe we just focus on the mid laner. And I think the first game, we kind of successfully shut the mid laner out. I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, like, I think
yeah, for sure. Like that's
this is the
how.
drawback. I mean, I would know this as well. This is the drawback of having a small hero pool, right? Like when your heroes get banned out, which they did ban out my heroes in the first two,
Yeah.
in the first two games, right? When your heroes get banned out, it gets really hard. So that's why I was kind of able to get kind of an edge on him in the beginning of the first game. But then he started picking his heroes in the first phase, and like we kind of had to, like after the game, we were literally talking to each other, saying, yeah, by the way, guys, I think we have to ban this in the first phase because otherwise he's just gonna pick it up. What can we do against his hero, etc.
Right.
So like even that was a battle on its was like a mind game on its own. And
Were you guys all playing in the same place, or it's just like everyone from their own house at Discord or something like that?
so actually for us, we have quite a few people who are actually not staying on campus, so we just on Discord. We're not playing together.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Any final shout outs you want to make? You shouted out your fans. You shouted out the
Shout out my
opponents.
fans, shout out my opponents, and of course, like final shout out to my team. I think.
Hell yeah.
I think given the sort of limited preparation time we had, I think second place is a result that we'll take. And at the end of the day, just gotta just chill, I guess. I think we did a good job, and this is kind of the best that we could do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, very well said. Spoken like a true captain. I mean, it's gonna be a shame that not see you in the next ICG if that's still something that's happening. But yeah, it's been a good run, Mr. Excel.
Thanks. You're Jerry, right, Mr. Perma Sneeze?
I'm literally not Jerry.
you're not
Jerry was
Jerry.
the other guy. Good
Jerry
try,
was the
bro.
other guy. Oh my god!
Good shit, bro.
Wait,
This is where you mute out of shame and then let
My
IU talk. Who's been
what's your name, bro?
Jerry.
yeah.
Wait, no,
Oh, my
no.
Jerry.
Jerry.
No. Wait, what? Perma Sneeze, what's your name?
No, that's my name is Jerry. I'm Jerry. Jerry Permasneeze. Tan.
Oh, hi,
Jerry
guys.
Perma Sneeze Tan.
Okay, we got the other captain here. IU,
Yeah.
hello.
Sorry, yeah.
Alright,
Was celebrating with
GG,
my teammates. Yeah, GG, man. Great game, great game.
Milo. You were
Great.
Milo Tower Alamans last year,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Wow, you
Yeah.
beat us
Yeah.
so alive.
Yeah, but the games were intense.
They were intense
Yeah.
indeed. And,
Indeed, man.
Yeah,
Well,
well
but-
played, well played.
But
Yeah.
great fights from your team, like props to the man. Like I think your team put up a very good fight with us. Yeah.
Thanks,
It was,
man. Thanks, man. Y'all
problem.
made it very hard for us.
Yeah.
Dude, game one especially was insane because like there was just Vepture solo defending as a silencer and he had like 3 global silencers and then you guys are like trying to inch the game out from under mega creeps. It was crazy actually. Like I
It
think
was
the
kind
quality.
of a it was kind of a back and forth game, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
That game, yeah.
anyways, IU like you said, I think I'll should I call you IU or should I call you Phantom?
I think how about you just address me as my name? Like I'm Helfrich.
Meldrick.
Yeah.
All right, Meldrick. Yeah, so it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Tetarik Alamans.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, but okay, so it's been. I think you mentioned this to me. I believe Leonidas mentioned this to me as well. It was a bit of a scramble to get the team together, and there was only quite limited preparation time. How did you guys do? Like, what were you guys doing?
I mean, we had a bit of problems at the start, like finding people. But I mean, I was kind of lucky because I had like other CCAs that I managed to like talk to other people, and then they happened to be interested in Dota as well. So I was like asking them,
Oh.
yeah, like join us, that we'll definitely have fun like doing ICG like last semester as well. Yeah.
Right. I
And we
mean,
were very like open to welcoming new players as well, and we were just giving them advices and tips on how to gel with the team better. Yeah.
okay, cool. I mean, okay, so tell me a bit about these individuals that you got on your stack. You know, Fidel Castro, this guy is an absolute maniac on the offlane, right? And then you got ha ha ha.
I mean, for Fidel Castro, yeah, I mean, individually he's very good. Yeah, I mean, he's an immortal player, so I mean, you expect the technical and the mechanical skills to be up point.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, for Haha, he's pretty good as well as a pause for, and yeah, we are very glad to like have him play for us as well. Even though he hasn't been playing for a while, but like I mean, given the plays and everything, I mean, it kind of like
Yeah.
compensates for that.
Wait,
Yeah,
I literally
so
can't even tell he hasn't played for a while. What the hell?
yeah, but I mean, it was just pure communications, and and we just played together as a team, and then we just played comfortable heroes, especially. Yeah,
Right.
and maybe that's how the games went. Yeah.
Can I ask? So Leonidas, the previous year, he was actually a pos 4, right? Back when Believer was on the team. So
Yes.
how has he always been a mid lane player? When did that switch happen?
Actually, after the ICG, he started to play a bit like more of the mid heroes, and he's focused on certain heroes to be more comfortable with them. Yeah, so he had tips from Believer as well to
Damn.
improve on his mid lane
Oh,
skills.
dude.
Yeah.
You excel, dude. Like, the guy who beat you last year trained this
Yeah,
protege to
man.
beat you again. That's fucked.
Yeah,
That's
dude. I totally did not. I mean, I knew that Leonidas was gonna come back, but I did not expect him to take the mid lane and.
Yeah, same. I'm
impose-
like, in the first game I see him, this dude's playing Tusk mid. I'm like, yo, this Tundra 9 or some shit? What's going on?
Tundra's players ruined Dota, man.
Agree. This shit's fucked now. But okay. Anyways, IU, it was a bit of a grueling journey to the top. But do you guys feel like there was any point in time up until this grand finals that you guys felt like threatened at all?
I mean, there were a bit of doubts like in terms of like the drafting wise, but I mean, it was purely just communication because we weren't afraid of like playing the game as long as we did our thing and we played together and fight together. So I guess the team fights weren't as bad as we expected. But
Okay.
I mean there were bad calls, but I mean it's all part of the game. It happens, everything's happened so far, so you can't really
Right.
expect everything to come in together.
I think there were some moments, especially in that game. I think where things get really crazy is when chaos starts happening, right? You don't know who's ahead anymore. You had an advantage, now it seems like it's gone. Things are chaotic. The fights are crazy. There were a lot of crazy fights in that game where you guys didn't end up getting the upper hand. There was some weird kind of plays that you made, like you said. How do you, as the team captain, or what's the team dynamic like? How do you guys recoup from that?
I believe you're talking about game one, right?
Yeah, game one. I mean, even I guess even in game 2 and 3, there were some moments where it's like a little bit throwy. Like you guys are running it down a little tad bit. You know what I mean? Where does that sort of change the mood? How do you sort of recover from that?
So I mean, at the start, why we were basically losing was because we were a bit too aggressive and we didn't really like farm out on the heroes. So I think going towards the mid game, we started to slow down the tempo and we just focused on getting the push items that we needed for the team fights. And then when the enemy overextended, then we would just take advantage and yeah, I mean we were just playing out the game basically when we were behind. We just had to cap our cool and just play the game as it is.
Ah, that's fair. I mean, it kind of seems like you guys stayed relatively cool through it all, even though there's a lot of chaos. Do you have any shout outs you want to make? Maybe to your team, maybe people supporting you, anyone at all?
I mean, I'm just grateful for my team especially and all my friends who are watching right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the support. Yeah. And
Very
yeah,
cute.
and last but not least, to Excel and his team lah. Really. I mean, these games won't be as exciting if they didn't put up a very good fight.
Yeah, that's for sure. I agree for sure. Like I think after yesterday, it did feel like I think now XL, I don't know if you're gonna watch this back, and I don't know how you guys are gonna, but generally, I'm not one to sort of be politically correct or pull punches when I cast. So
Yeah,
when you watch
man.
it back, you're gonna hear me probably say something along the lines of, yesterday it kind of felt like you guys weren't up to snuff, right? It felt like you guys weren't punching at the same weight level. So I was very worried coming. I was worried coming into the day because I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a best of 5 if it's just gonna be if it's just gonna be a slaughter one way, it's gonna be not so fun for NUSC, and it's not gonna be fun to sort of watch as well. But you guys made it so fun to watch. I think even though the games didn't go the way everyone planned, I think it still was a really nice way to end the ICG for sure.
Yeah, I guess. I mean it's already 2:47, so I just gotta say like many thanks to you as well for like casting and
Lol.
of course and Goofy for like staying up so late.
Yeah.
Don't
you
worry,
can count
man,
on
I
you
don't
can
see-
count on Jerry and Goofy, bro. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess one additional shout out to my team again
Yeah.
because just just
You love 'em.
for pushing through, yeah, and like of course just like it's very fun to play, I guess, something like this.
Yeah, okay. I think I won't keep you guys up. It's literally 3, so I think you guys probably want to rest or at least celebrate or talk to your team. But thank you so much, Excel as well as Meldrick, for coming to this interview and just playing the games for us. I think at the end of the day, as much as it is really late, and it is kind of just I think regardless, getting good quality Singapore Dota is a little bit hard, right? So getting that is a treat for sure. So yeah, I mean, you guys know where to find me now. But so like in the future, if literally anything happens, if you sniff anything at NUS happening regarding Dota, please let me know, because there's only so much Dota stuff that happens here, right?
Honestly, I mean, again, thanks for casting. Thanks, Meldrick, for the game. I'm very grateful to play.
Same
with
to
you and
Mike
your
also
team.
for the casting. It's been awesome.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
and
man.
also, so it's Mike. Let's go! I got
Fuck.
it. Yeah, so Mike. Yeah, so Mike, I hope you make it big one day as well, man. Like,
Ah,
if you're
dude,
really
don't-
gunning for it, dude.
Don't I'm not gonna hold out hope for that because shit's tough in the streets. But yeah, I appreciate it.
Out of all of us, I think you're like by far the most likely to actually be seen on TI main stage. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Hey.
Yeah, Mike, I'm still hoping. I'm your number 1 fan.
Okay, I don't know about that. Yeah, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words.
Definitely will watch back the VODs, I guess.
Sure, let me know. Dude, you guys, I don't know how much you guys watch like professional casts and stuff, but if there's parts of it where you're like, man, this guy should shut the fuck up, or like if there's feedback, feel free to let me know. I think like that's the best thing that I can get out of it, honestly. Apart from my
Yeah.
enjoyment of the game, of course.
Yeah.
Oh well, you might be disappointed to hear that I don't really find any parts of your casting like that. Maybe I'll let you know if I do find it.
Yes, please do. I mean, if that's good, if that's bad, just let me know. I think I'll appreciate it a lot.
Alright, man. Thanks a lot for casting. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
thank you
Thanks a
guys.
lot.
I'll let you guys go. Take care. Have a good night.
Alright. Good night.
Bye,
good
guys.
night.
Bye
Good night.
bye.